What's up, you guys? Thank you for tuning into today's video. So up front, I do want to apologize if my sound is off. I have lost my microphone. I need to look for it, but I did not have time to look for it right now before I record it. So hopefully the next video will be better. So please bear with me. It has been a couple weeks since I last posted a video, I think. So I'm not sure what I did with it, but I will be looking for it. So in today's video, I just wanted to kind of use some products that I recently picked up. Before we jump into the actual makeup tutorial, I want to share with you all of the products that I did grab. So for starters, one of the things that I was most excited about is I have seen Tatanisha here on YouTube. I love her channel, but she always raves about this liquid lipstick. And that is the LauraLeeLosAngeles in the shade Nakey. Now this is definitely a beautiful, like, true nude. I'll go ahead and swatch it here for you guys. So this is Nakey. And just being honest, I used this over the weekend and I loved it so much. It was not like that dry matte liquid lipstick. It definitely felt comfortable on the lips, and I went ahead and ordered more because I could see myself using that a lot. Also, what I did go ahead and pick up is the LauraLeeLosAngeles. This is her blush aesthetic palette. So honestly, these blushes, I will be very honest and say I have used this. Clearly, I used it on my face today. I am here for it. And I just want to show appreciation to her for honestly giving this a lot of thought. A lot of these colors and tones in this blush palette are a lot of the tones that you mainly see in like the liquid or cream blushes. So that blush palette, just being upfront, is definitely a must. And for $28, you do get 7 matte blush shades, and then you also get a golden highlighter. So also real quick, the kids are playing in the room next door. There's nothing that I can do about it, and I do apologize. They are excited from all of the stuff that they got for Christmas, so which we are grateful for, that, you know, God blessed us to be able to do that for them, and trying to keep them occupied, but they are excited, so I'm sorry about that. One of the next things that I did go ahead and pick up is the colored Raine. This is the Rebellious Nudes palette. And when I say, I understand that we all have so many nude palettes in our collection, but this was definitely a must. Like, me seeing it on Instagram and everybody just steady posting like reviews and, you know, their pictures of it once they received it. I'm like, you know what? I was trying so hard. I'm like, you don't need another nude palette. Oh, but I did. Another thing, on what day was that? I think it was last Monday. They also released their Botanical Garden collection. Now, in that whole collection, they did release 2 new eyeshadow palettes, 2 lip liners, a gloss, 2 satin lipsticks, 2 mini liquid lipsticks, and 2 cream blushes, I think. I did not pick up the satin lipsticks because those really weren't colors that I would typically go for. But in my mind, I'm still debating if I want to go ahead and order them or not. I also did not pick up any of the palettes. My biggest thing was I really wanted the nudes palette before it went out of stock. But I honestly went ahead and added the other 2 palettes that came in their Botanical Garden collection. I did go ahead and add those into my cart. If I remember, I'll put an image of the eyeshadow palettes on the screen. And I feel like, looking at the color story, like, they look beautiful, but I'm not sure that it's something that I would use every day. So that's the only reason why I didn't order them at first. But I did go ahead and pick up the brown lip liner that they just released, and I'll go ahead and swatch it. So this is the brown lip liner here, and this is in the shade Decadent. So I definitely had to grab that one. I also picked up the 2 mini matte liquid lipsticks. So the first one is in the shade Mauve Rose, and I'll go ahead and swatch that as well. And then the second one is called Peach Rose. So I'll swatch that next to Mauve Rose. So this is Mauve Rose and Peach Rose. So very beautiful colors. Again, something I don't typically go for, but I do have Mauve Rose on my lips right now, and I am here for it. Also, they released a little mini, it's like I got butterfingers. They released a mini clear gloss. So I'm going to try to swatch it. It feels very comfortable, and I think that this is definitely something that would be very, where you can't even see it. So here it is. So it's not, it doesn't feel sticky at all, but very, very beautiful. Let's see, what else did I pick up? Oh, I did pick up the new cream blushes from Colored Raine as well. So I don't have the one in front of me. They had released, I want to say it was what, 3 or 4 months ago, Colored Raine came out with cream blushes, and they are honestly a lot bigger than these two as far as packaging. And I believe in the original ones you get 0.28 ounces of product, and these are only 4 grams. But I'm not mad at the sizes of these because you won't necessarily have wasted product, because it's going to be kind of hard for me to even go through the actual like full size ones. You know, I feel like you'll end up wasting it and having to throw it away and, you know, all that good stuff. So another thing I do want to mention is Merit Beauty did go ahead and send me another complexion stick, and this is in the shade Buff. So per Sephora's website, this was the shade that would match my skin tone best. So I am definitely going to go ahead and use that one and see how that looks all over the face. And then I also did receive the Merit Beauty. This is another one of their tinted lip oils, and this is in the shade Taupe. So this is more of like their nude tone, which at the beginning of the video, you will see like some sort of gloss or oil on my lips. It is that one. So it's, even though it's tinted and it looks like deeper in the packaging, it honestly just kind of looks like my lips but better. But it is not sticky. It is definitely something for like an everyday use. If you just need to moisturize your lips, I highly recommend those as well. And I'll leave the link down below for Merit Beauty's website. So some things that I did go ahead and pick up from Sephora. Let's go ahead and talk about it. So I did grab 2 of the new Rare Beauty liquid blushes. Here we have the shade Encourage, and then we have Believe. So as you can see, Believe looks just a tinge deeper than Encourage. These will honestly last you a very, 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 very long time. Like when I say 1 dot on your face is enough, like, or else it would get out of hand trying to blend it out. So that's just my personal, you know, take on it, because when I put too much, I'll be like, oh my God, like it can definitely be overwhelming with that one. Let's see, what else did I get from Sephora? Oh, so I also went ahead and finally picked up, this is nothing new, but I did go ahead and grab the Huda Beauty Overachiever Concealer in the shade Granola. So I have definitely been wanting to try her concealer, and I honestly want to do a full face of Huda Beauty just to see how everything like ties in together. So I definitely had to pick that up. And then also I did go ahead and grab 2 concealers from the Sephora collection. I have the shade 12 and 11. And girl, these were $12 each. All I'm gonna say is stay tuned for the video, because I was definitely surprised by that for sure. The last thing I think I picked up from Sephora, Melt Cosmetics. I did pick up 3 of the new shades from they're like matte lipstick. So the first shade I picked up is called Old Rose. So of course, this is the packaging. So it's kind of giving similar color to this one. I'll swatch on this hand. So that's Old Rose. The next shade that I picked up is called Voyeur. Yeah, Voyeur. And this is the shade. So very pretty nude. Let's go ahead and swatch her. Comes off a little bit deeper, but this is very pretty. I am here for that color. And then the last shade that I did pick up is called Nude, which this one is sort of giving a pinky nude. Let me go ahead and swatch her. Yep, so definitely a pinky nude. So this is Nude, Voyeur, and Old Rose. So definitely, again, highly recommend these matte lipsticks. They are very creamy to be matte lipsticks, and I feel like I will say I've already worn Old Rose already, and it was beautiful. I'm just gonna tell you up front. The final things that I picked up, I did go ahead and grab all three of the Juvia's Place Olori palettes. So we have palette number 1, which looks like this. So obviously very pretty, very typical Juvia's Place. She definitely kills it with the color stories, and honestly her shadows are very pigmented. This is number 2, which looks a little bit different from the other two, and you'll see that once I post the last one. So honestly, this one only has one true matte shade in the palette, but I'm excited to try this one. I might go ahead and use that for like a New Year's Eve look. And number 3, gorgeous. This is honestly my favorite out of all 3. So I did go ahead and pick that up. And then I also picked up, this is honestly nothing new. This came out almost a year ago, but I never tried it, and I finally saw it and I'm like, you know what, I want to try it. Again, not new, but I did go ahead and pick up the Juvia's Place and Vanessa collab. So this was the eyeshadow palette, which I did dig into this one already, and I truly like it. And then I did pick up with that her 2 glosses. So this one is Legit Nude, and then this one is Naomi, which is a pinky tone gloss. I will say I'm not the biggest fan of the glosses. The palette is beautiful though. And I think just because they're not as glossy as I would like, I feel like they are great toppers. But that's just my personal, observation from using them. But I will continue to use them, obviously, if, they're good at going over like your liquid lipsticks or matte lipsticks, so that, you don't have that dry feeling. But that is everything that I picked up, you guys. This was definitely a long intro, and I do apologize. But let's go ahead and get into today's look and see how I created this. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you guys here on a regular basis. And also don't forget to leave a comment down below, something nice, something beautiful. I am a very pleasant and happy person, and that is the energy that I want around me and on my channel. And without further ado, you guys, let's go ahead and jump into today's tutorial. Bye. All right, guys, that is it for today's look. Let me know in the comments what you think. The baby is getting worked up at this point, so I'm going to have to cut the ending short. Honestly, all of the products that I used today, I truly enjoyed. I loved. This eyeshadow palette is definitely a must-have. Honestly, Colored Raine killed this whole launch within this last month. So I am definitely here for the look. The blush was beautiful. The LauraLee Los Angeles blush palette, again, is beautiful. Something that I highly recommend everyone has in their like makeup kit because it's necessary. And I did not get a chance to use a lot of the other products that I mentioned in the beginning of the video, but stay tuned for more looks using those products. And that is all for today, you guys. I hope you all have a blessed one. Be safe, and I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.